You got stuck in your eye there. That's it. I got it. Another one there. Right, good morning world. Welcome to Monday, 18th of September. 2 days to go. We are off to Tether Farm. Not a planned visit. This is just good over. My neighbour over there has rang up and said, do you know you got a couple of cattle out in the next paddock? And I said, do you know how they got out there? And they made a hole in the hedge, basically. And it's a case of, right, well, it's not the end of the world because I had intended to open the gate and let the rest in there anyway. Not today, I was going to do it tomorrow, but I'll just bring that plan forward 24 hours. Basically, I want to make sure that the cattle over there have got plenty and they will have no reason to want to escape while I'm in Ireland. They've preempted that by escaping today. Well, 2 or 3 of them have. But the thing is, if they've made a hole in the hedge, if they're going to start going through there, they're just going to make that hole bigger. So the easiest way to stop that hole getting any bigger is to go over there and open a gate. Come on, you. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think I'll try jumping over there again. That's secure. And they've definitely been down in there. And there you are. You're down in that hollow at the wind, are you? Eh? That the game? Monkeys. Right, so they've got out into that piece there through a hole in the hedge over there. We'll go and find that from that side of the hedge because the grass is a bit short right there. I'm alright, Emmy well is. She's not that fond of getting wet if she can help it. Come on then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19. Okay. It's alright, there is 20. There's one stood behind another. Come up. Come up. I will just latch that one though. I don't really want them out there yet. Right, garlic block's finished. Need to bring over another one of those. They all seem fairly happy. I think they escaped because they're bored. They seem to get bored a lot, cattle. Alright, horny and horny. 2 little heifers. No, not effers. Heifers. Blimey, they are busy. One just ran into me. So I'm not getting very close because the bees are, well, yeah. That's the busiest I've ever seen them. So I'll just keep my distance for now. Leave them be. Sorry. So is that where they got through? Looks like it. In there, around the corner, and out through there. Bit more fencing to do. So you can see what I mean about the grass. We've got lots over here, and only 20 young stock, and they're not keeping up with it. And then it won't take long before the grass starts growing, and they will catch up. But the question is, do I bring some more over? Because this really wants chewing off. There's no point in leaving it like this to go and lie down over the winter months and then just form a mat of rubbish. So I've either got to bring some more cattle over to chew it off. It's too long for sheep. I think I need to bring some more cattle over, but am I going to get a chance before, or is it going to be after Ireland? Yeah. Right, that's all kind of okay. Yes, there's some fencing will need to be done. Not doing that before I go out to Ireland. I've let all the cattle through so they haven't got to go through the hedge, they can use the gate. I think what we'll do now is, while we're over here, we'll shoot up the barn and just have a look at the temperature of the crop up there. I know we haven't got a seat belt on it. Oh, it's such a lawbreaker. Dogs in cars, kids in cars. I really should be locked up. So we've had a couple of slightly cooler days, sort of 16, 17, I think it's 18 degrees today. If you remember last time we came over, the crop temperature 20.1 degrees C. We would like to see that number go down. So let's just see if the ventilation system has done its job and managed to reduce our crop temperature, even if by just half a degree, you know, every bit. Well, it's not half a degree, it's 0.3, so 2 points short of half a degree, but it is at least going down. Okay, we've got a bit more space here where the trailers is gone. So yeah, you can see where folks have been climbing up and down there. There's no need for me to go up there. So ambient air temperature is 19 degrees. That's the temperature of the crop. So if the fans on the pedestals won't turn on unless this goes down another 2 or 3 degrees. Basically what we want to draw cold air in and blow the warm air out. So if the air temperature outside is the same as the crop, fans won't come on. That's just a waste of energy. So yeah, so it looks like the system is working. It's just taking its sweet time. Right, I see the pipes arrived. Remember the pipe I ordered on Friday? Well, it's here. Should be 2 colours as well. Ah, there they are. So, right. So we have bought those 2 bits of pipe for a purpose, and the purpose is to clear the muddles in that yard. Yeah, we're going to clear it up, but not this week. No, not this week. Welcome back. It is now nearly 10 to 4 in the afternoon, and do you know how much I've got done since I saw you last? Guess. If you guessed nothing, you're about right. So, and that's not because I didn't want to, or I was feeling idle, or, you know, it's just stuff happens. Our new T-Mac Agro rep called in today for a chat, and as I'm such a polite fellow, the brief meeting ended up being an hour, and Dave the builder turned up. That took a while, and then the guys finished the job, and I wanted to do a site induction with them for tomorrow, or actually for the rest of the week, because I'm away. I've kind of arranged a job for them that's going to take them on all of this week and a bit of next. So on purpose, I haven't got to think about it. You know, they're set with their work, and it's taken me until now to actually get on and start the things I wanted to do. I'm not going to finish. Not even going to come close. So, yeah, best laid plans. So I want to bring a couple more bales in from down the road. We bought 3 up the other day. I think I want half a dozen up here, so I'm going to get 3 more. The problem is, I mean, school run's gone now. So I've got to get this bit done now between school run and everybody going home from work. So I've got an hour-ish. There, got 3 and I'm going to get 1 more I think, and then we'll go on to next job. I reckon I can get 1 more on there. So I've got the wet bottom of the bale facing out. That should be the only bit that's actually damp, I hope. Hopefully I don't get a phone call in Ireland saying, Ian, car's on fire. I don't think that'll happen. There we go. So in case anybody wonders why I leave the forks like that, it's because we've got a leaky ram. Seal's just weeping on there. And what happens if you put this thing down flat on the floor, for some reason it starts to tip back and they end up with the fork sticking up in the air, which is just a trip hazard, or someone's going to walk into it or drive into it. So it's just easier and safer just to put the forks on the floor. Can't go anywhere. Right, should leave the deuce on the start. Oh, I definitely don't want that bucket. Give him a little bit of juice. Let's see. Oh, that answers that question. It's the immobilizer that does it. It drains the battery. So It's one of those things, this is an ex-hire machine, so it had an immobiliser on it, which is fair enough. I don't really need an immobiliser. So, but if I want to get this going, I've got to get jump leads out. And you left them down here for a reason. Right, I've got to go to the house and make some phone calls for the tree company. But I'm going to do that in about half an hour because I want the battery on this thing to charge up enough that I can turn it off and then come back down. Because I could be at the house for half an hour. And I don't particularly want to leave this running for no reason, so we'll do a little bit of work, warm it up, and then maybe if you get a chance to come back in half an hour or so. So like I said the other day, this is simply an exercise of aerating the muck heap. If I want this to rot down, break up, suitable for muck spreading, I mean it's pretty much already there, but I'd like it a bit more than this. We just need the air in it to get the microbes working and get it actually breaking down properly. Get off. So although this is going to be a bit of a slow job in comparison to the potential I could do with a skid steer, it's going to be faster than the skid steer can do it with slick tyres. Stone in there, I heard it. this is what we dug out from the shed at this end, the latter half of the season, so kind of spring before when the cattle went out. So this hasn't really had a lot of time to break down. A lot of worms in it. That's usually a pretty good sign. And not the little red thready worms, it's the what I would call proper worms, lob worms. Anyway, this is nice easy work for the Doosan. It's pretty much stress free, this is. And it's going to make an awful lot less mess as far as the grain's concerned. Might make a bit of mess on the tracks, but that's why we have a power washer. But we don't really want you. You can go over there, I'll kick you out in a minute. I'm afraid this is about as interesting as this job gets. It's not what I would call a highlight of the day job, but it is. If I want to get this into the ground and working, it is kind of necessary. So organic manures are nature's manure, or nature's fertilizers. So yeah, if we can use more of this and less of the manufactured stuff. And like I said, the new rep from T-Mac's been in today. He's not sold me anything, although we might get some soil samples done over to the farm. But this is the only fertilizer the farmer's going to put on that is basically free. All this is going to cost me is time and a bit of diesel. Do you know what? I don't think this is going to be a lot slower than the skid steer after all. Darn sight neater. Just in this instance, wish I had a bigger digger. Nice little 8-tonner or something. That would do the job. Good stuff though, it's almost compost. I mean, the wood chip and muck, I can still see the wood chip in it, so the wood chip isn't broken down what I would call enough yet, but it's definitely getting there, because we mixed it with straw this year and we're going to do the same again this winter. It's going to be a mixture of wood chip and straw, and I think that's going to make some pretty good stuff. I'm actually getting this higher than the skid steer as well. Should have started with this. You can go away, we don't want you. Go on, go away. You can also go away. Not worried about a bit of grass, that's okay. There's a reasonable chance I'm going to end up loading the spreader with this as well. just because it makes less mess.